The SpaceX Starship is the future of private rockets, and it will be the vessel to take us to Mars and beyond. Welcome to Power the Future, where I talk about everything new in tech, automation, and space. Every week there are new and amazing things happening in the tech world, and I will share this with you. If you find my videos interesting and would like more insight into the tech world, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. The Starship is SpaceX's most advanced design that has the capability to go to Mars and further. It has been in development for many years, and SpaceX has come out with 20 iterations of the Starship and 7 of the booster. The Starship is made up of 2 stages. The Starship itself is positioned at the top of the rocket. This will carry the cargo or passengers and will have 6 engines in total. These are 3 vacuum engines that are used in space to transport the Starship from Earth orbit to Mars and back. There are also 3 atmospheric engines that are used when landing and taking off on Mars and landing back on Earth after the mission. The other part of the Starship is called the Super Heavy. This booster has the very important role of getting the Starship out of the Earth's atmosphere and into orbit. Over the years there have been a multitude of engine amounts, but they have come to the conclusion that 33 Raptor engines is the right number. This might seem like an insane amount of engines, but the Raptors are small compared to a traditional NASA boosters that would normally have 3 to 6 engines. Both of the parts are reusable and will be used for multiple missions. The Starship stacked on top of the Super Heavy together is taller than any other rocket built, measuring out at 119 meters tall and 9 meters wide. It is also the most powerful rocket ever built. It is even stronger and taller than the notoriously insane Saturn V. This rocket will not only go to Mars but also the Moon. NASA has selected SpaceX to be a part of the Artemis project. If you like me to go into how the lunar and Mars mission will work, leave it in the comments. This will not be a regular Starship but a Starship HLS or Human Landing System. It will have only vacuum engines because it will only be used in space, and the vacuum engines are most efficient in space. It will also have different landing gear that is built for the lower gravity and the softer surface of the Moon compared to Mars. The regular Starship 20 will also be a part of the Starlink interplanetary system. As opposed to the Falcon 9 that has a fairing that opens and flies away, the Starship will have a little slit that can open and close to allow the satellites to slip out without any big pieces moving. This is crucial to its reusability because the fairing is very hard to retrieve the fairing after landing on Earth after launch. This slit is also very important to the Mars mission so that Starships can take Starlinks with them to Mars to complete the whole network of satellites. The Starship can bring at 100 tons plus to LEO, low Earth orbit, and if the Starship refuels in orbit it could take this 100 tons all the way to Mars. It can also carry 100 passengers that dwarfs any other rocket. With this crew capacity, transport will be cheaper and SpaceX will be able to bring thousands of people to Mars with very few Starships. SpaceX has plans for the future to produce 2 Starships and Super Heavies per week. This will allow just over 200 Starships to be built every time we launch to Mars. With SpaceX Starship closing into its final days of testing, there is a bright future for the Starship and the human race. This is the Starship, and thank you for letting me power the future.